Good evening. Calling school board meeting to order. Because we do not have a quorum, we will not be doing any voting tonight, but we will go on with our recognitions. Roll call, Ms. Sid.
Ms. Richards?
Present.
Mr. Toller? Ms. Abrams?
Here.
Mr. Westmoreland? Mr. Duncan? Mr. Anthony?
Here.
Mr. Moore? Mr. Piazza? Mr. Mingus?
Present. Okay. At this time, we'll stand for the pledge. Please render proper salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. At this time, we will move to the awards and recognitions. Recognize Mr. Larry Morgan with the Civil Air Patrol Program. Dr. Lisa Fussell.
Good evening. I'd like to ask Ms. Stilley and Ms. Richards to come down for, to recognize Mr. Morgan. And I'm going to turn this around. It's been almost a year now that we actually came to the board with Ms. Stilley had a vision, and part of our STEM goals to expand the cadet program, especially in our high schools that do not currently have a JROTC program. So Mr. Major Larry Morgan, who has started a cadet program previously at Greenville Park, Kenwood High, and had one at Sumner, agreed to continue to work on this endeavor in our district. And so he shared with the board his vision. Tonight, we would like to share with you a recognition that Mr. Morgan recently received, actually two, state and regional award. It's the 2022 Jack V. Sorensen Cadet Programs Officer of the Year Award. And I want to share with you that this award was named in honor of Jack Sorensen, who was celebrated as the architect of the revised cadet program that CAP has enjoyed since 1964. This award recognizes the cadet program's officer who has contributed the most to cadets during his or her lifetime. And there is a very nice citation that goes along with this, but I want to specifically read to you the first paragraph, which I believe sums up Major Morgan, especially the work I've done with him over the years and the work he's done this year alone in our district. During the period of January 1st to December 31st, 2022, Major Larry Morgan distinguished himself in the area of cadet programs for the Louisiana Wing Civil Air Patrol, serving as both the squadron commander and the director of cadet education and training. During that time, Major Morgan worked tirelessly to promote the Civil Air Patrol in his local community, school district, as well as to other platforms across Southeast Louisiana. As a commander of the Tpsb Cadet Squadron, Major Morgan has worked diligently to promote the value of STEM activities and the benefits of the Civil Air Patrol Cadet Program at schools. And I want to ask Mr. Morgan, Major Larry Morgan, to come forward now to receive his award. Major Morgan, would you introduce those with you, and if there's any Sumner High or any cadet program, because Major Morgan actually works with most of our high schools this year. If anybody's here who works in the cadet program or his family, and if you introduce your guests.
All right, I would like to introduce Captain Alex Wren. He's our instructor at Sumner High School. our Louisiana wing, which is our state deputy commander, Lieutenant Colonel Todd Ciano, and our Louisiana wing commander, Colonel James Viney. I appreciate this award. Thank you, Ms. Stilley and the board, for allowing us to do this. I know you've probably seen some of the social media posts. Our cadets this year have really been doing well, and they've gone some places and done some things I didn't think was possible, and we're proud of them every step of the way, as we always are. But none of this would be possible without this kind of support. So, you know, I'm standing up here as a byproduct, but I want to announce officially that the Tpsb Parish School Board, led by Ms. Stilley and Dr. Fussell, for their foresight, has been awarded the Frank G. Brewer Memorial Aerospace Education Award for organizations, not only for the state of Louisiana, but also for the Southwest region. And the Southwest region is very competitive. These are, you know, we have the nomination process, and the Tpsb Parish School Board is beating out organizations from Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Arizona. So we're very proud, and we'd like to
I want to thank Captain Morgan and everyone involved in helping get this program off the ground. It was a vision that we had on behalf of the board to offer this opportunity for our students across the parish, and they've made it happen. So we appreciate their efforts, and it's a wonderful opportunity for our students. Thank you.
All right, I guess we'll move on to C, since we did the presentation for the Frank G. Brewer Award. We're going to move on to C, recognition of the LHSAA All-American Composite Team, Mr. Mark Viney.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mark Vining, Coordinator of Athletics for Tangelo Parish School System. I have the privilege of recognizing an outstanding group of student athletes. These young adults have been a positive influence to their families, their school, and Tangelo Parish School System. They reached the ultimate goal of student athletes by maintaining a perfect grade point average for 8 semesters of school in high school. 8 semesters, 4.8. And of course, they didn't just have schoolwork to do when they got off of school for the day. They also had practice. In this day and age, it's not just seasonal, it's year-round if you're going to be competitive. So that is a wonderful tribute to them, their family, and also their school. This is for their entire time they were in school from the 9th to 12th grade. So, like I said, it wasn't just their senior year, it's from 9th to 12th grade, and also participating in LHSAA athletic programs. As I call your name, I ask you to come forward, and as I call the student forward, I would like their parents to stand also too and receive an applause as well. Okay, first off, we'll start with some students were not able to make it. It's unfortunate we have to have it so late in the year, but it goes for all sports. So you have to wait till the end of the school year for everyone, for fall, spring, and summer programs to be filled in, and that's why we have to wait till the end to recognize them all. First off, and if they're not here, please hold your applause, but they will get their certificates sent to them. First off, we'll start with at Hammond High, Graham Mizell, he received it for tennis. Charlie Gwynn from Hammond High for tennis. Laranja High School was Mia Pillair, softball. And also from Laranja High, Jordan Young for softball. Now we'll move on to Ponchatoula High School. Audrey Burks, volleyball. John Cranford, football, Ponchatoula High School. Brandon Strohmeyer, football, Ponchatoula High School. Before I go, John Cranford, is his parents here? Please stand. Thank you. Brandon's parents, please stand. Next is Elizabeth Thompson, girls basketball, Ponchatoula High School. Connor Montalbano, bowling, Ponchatoula High School. Austin Harper, track and field, Ponchatoula High School. Austin's parents, please stand. And Landon Rayford, Ponchatoula High School, he received it for soccer and baseball. So those are our academic all-state composite students, athletes. Thank you. Parents, if you want to come forward and take a picture, you're more than welcome.
You put a flag. All right, we're going to move on. Okay, y'all ready? We're going to move on down to E, recognize Kentwood as, E? Yeah, recognize Kentwood High School boys track and field team as the 2023 Class 1A outdoor state runner-up. Mr. Mark?
All right. Coach Brown and Ms. Baptiste, would y'all please come forward, please? I'm going to have Coach Brown recognize his team that's here, and then I'll read the plaque that he's asked.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you for having us, Ms. Steele, Ms. Richards. We appreciate the opportunity to come out. Some of my team is actually left for college, and some are actually in the working field right now. The ones that are able to attend the second row, starting from my left is Mr. Jermaine Brown. You come up when I call your name. Xavier Christopher. Jamar Cooper. Jamarcus Norman. Jarian Brunfield. Tylen Brunfield. Rayvon Moore. Devontae Carter. Colin Coleman. Jeremiah Midnight.
Thank you, Coach. It says, presented to Kentwood High School Magnet School Boys Track and Field in recognition of being the 2023 Class 1A Outdoor Boys Track and Field State Runner-Up. Now, I want to tell you something. If you're familiar with high school athletics, you know there is a select and non-select. Football split like that, basketball, softball, baseball is split like that, and most of your major sports. Well, in track and field, it's everybody together. So it's your non-select and your select. So these young men, Coach Brown doesn't have the opportunity to go out and recruit kids to come to his school. He works with what he has. And that's a tribute to these young men because they competed against people that, you know, that don't have as much, have more opportunities than they do. So that is a tribute to Coach Brown and also to these young men. Just let me read a little bit what they did in 2023. They were the Tangier Parish Outdoor Boys Track and Field Champion. They were the District 1A Outdoor Boys Track and Field Champion. They were the Regional 3 Outdoor Boys Track and Field Champion. And of course, the Class 1A Outdoor Track and Field State Runner-Up. Congratulations.
Let's have the parents to stand.
Thank you for that. That's where I was headed. I was thinking. Thank y'all for being here too. All right. So next, did you want to say it?
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
They let me move up, so I appreciate that. Now I get to recognize the Outdoor State Track and Field champions. And of course, Kentwood was the only ones that had champions this year. So I'll start out with the congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome. So when I call their name, I want them to come forward and the parent, and then we'll recognize the parents as well. Class 1A 200 meter dash champion, Jermaine Brown. Class 1A triple jump champion, boys, Jermichael Carter. I don't think Jermichael made it tonight. Jabraine's mama, or parent, is she here? Please stand, Miss Brown, Mr. Brown. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Next, the Class 1A triple jump champion, girls, Tanaya Diamond. Tanaya's parents here, or guardian? Next, their 4x200 meter relays were champions this year. On that relay team was Crandall Turner. Crandall, come forward. Crandall here. Right. Shamar Cooper. Shamar's parent here. Good to have you. Jamarcus Norman. Jamarcus parents are guardian. Good deal. And Jermaine Brown. Congratulations, these young men and this young lady. Let's give them a hand. Coach Brown, you want to come join us?
Yes.
Mr. Vining, is it my recognition that they don't have a track team. I mean, they don't have a track at Kentwood, do they? So these guys do this, and they don't even have their own facility to practice on. So that is what you call great right there.
Yeah, Ms. Abrams, thank you for bringing that up. I did want to mention that as well, because these young athletes and their coaches would take them to Hammond in practice. Of course, I know they practice some at Kentwood, at Sumner, since it's closer, but I actually personally saw them at Southeastern practicing, trying to make these kids better. And as you can see, it is a tribute to the coaches and those students, going all the way from Kentwood to Hammond to practice. So thank y'all. Thank you, Coach.
All right, we're going to jump back up to D now, and that's Miss Lisa Purcell, Hammond High Magnet, for being named as U.S. Presidential Scholar. Mr. McKnight?
I'm going to call Mr. Kyles up to actually do the recognition, but while Mr. Kyles is coming up, come up, Mr. Kyles. Just looking at me. While he's coming up, I want to say that to be named a U.S. Presidential Scholar, that's rare. That is a big deal, which Mr. Kyles is going to tell you more about. Big deal. The second thing I want to tell you is I took a picture with this young man so I could say I knew him when, because the talent, crazy good. So Mr. Kyles, come up and share.
All right. Good evening, everyone. It is an honor for me to stand before you tonight to say a few words about Khalil. Fun fact, I've had the pleasure of serving as his principal twice. First, when he was a student at Hammond Eastside, and now most recently at Hammond High Magnet School, where he is a recent magna cum laude graduate, and he is also an International Baccalaureate Diploma Program course candidate at HHMS. He also, at the time of graduation, had a scholarship offer amount in the total of $1 million. I think the numbers are all over $1 million in scholarship offers. But Khalil is very talented in the arts, and I've had the pleasure of seeing him develop this skill set over the past few years. As a result of this talent, he was also duly enrolled as a student in the New Orleans Center of Creative Arts, also known as NOCA, for its half-day program. He gives a great deal of credit to his artwork, to the learning that he's given at Hammond High, and the development of his artwork skill set that he is afforded at NOCA. As previously mentioned, he was most recently named to the 2023 class of the United States Presidential Scholars. This award is presented to one young man and one young woman from each state, the District of Columbia and Puerto Rico, and to U.S. families living abroad. In addition to that, 15 students are chosen at large, 20 scholars in the arts, and 20 scholars in the career and technical education. 5,000 students qualified for this recognition this past year. And out of that 5,000, only 161 students were selected, and Khalil was one of 3 students selected from the state of Louisiana to be a part of the 59th class of the U.S. Presidential Scholars for his accomplishments in the area of the arts. It has been an honor to see you achieve all of your accomplishments, Khalil, and I think I can speak for the district, the Hammond community, and your family when I say that we are extremely proud of you and that we wish you the best of luck as you continue your education and continue to develop and enhance your artwork. So I'm going to let Khalil come down and say a few words, but ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Khalil McKnight.
Good evening, good evening. I did not prepare a speech for this because I didn't think I was going to talk. But yeah, it's been a struggle. It's been a long ride. I'm just thankful for everything. Thankful for my family. And yeah, thank you.
And be on the lookout because there will be an actual recognition ceremony this summer held in DC. They're going to also be streaming that, so he'll get the recognition, and he'll also be recognized at the Bessie Board meeting on June the 14th as well. So again, congratulations, Khalil.
We're going to move on to G, recognize the Business Service Department for 35 years receiving the ASBO International Certificate of Excellence in Financial Reports. Mr. Jeff McNeely?
Thank you. So as many of you may know, this year has had a lot of change in the Business Services Department. I'm a new CFO this year. We have a new accounting director. So first I want to thank them for the time and the service they've done. But what I really want to do is recognize our business service accounting, because without a CFO and without a director, for the 35th year in a row, they have won the ASBO. Let's say I haven't learned the ASBO Certificate of Excellence in Financial Reporting. So I'm going to ask the business services staff to do what they don't want to do and come up into the daylight. So each of them have 5 minutes to speak, and some. Jay Coxon, Bridget Munch, Shirley Price, Donna Lanier, Amelia Barker, Donna Castiglione, Chelsea Signorelli, yes, Michelle Pools, and Rachel Theriot. It's Rachel Theriot. It's a joke. So this is your staff that has done a wonderful job. So they've held the fort down and have actually excelled. So I received an email on May the 5th saying congratulations to you and your staff and your district on receiving ASBO International Certificate of Excellence in Financial Reporting for your fiscal year 2022 annual comprehensive financial report. It's a big deal. It shows the transparency. It shows the reporting of this district. And so I would just like to honor them and thank you so much. And if y'all would. Oh, yeah, and you get, and we're going to get, come here, Bridget. Bridget's the glue that's held it all together. So we had this prepared.
Mr. Jeff, I'd like to recognize also Ms. Kay Roberts, who was the accounting department head before she retired, and of course Mr. Brett Snottlebach was part of that team as well.
Correct.
Congratulations, boys.
Board member comments.
Okay. At this time, do we have any board members' comments? I don't think so.
No, that's crazy.
No, I'll yield my time as well.
Okay.
There's nothing on here we can do.
No. Ms. Rose, do you have any comments? Not really, no. Okay. Superintendent?
Yes, I just wanted to say that, Monday we kicked off our summer camp program across the parish, and we have over 2,000 students that are attending summer camp. And it is like an all-day program, and we do reading and math. We also do art and other things, fun stuff for the students. And I had a report from one participant after the first day. Actually, this is the second day, so after yesterday, who was just so excited about the program and the summer camp, had learned a lot, was excited about the different things that they were going to be doing, like STEM and art, as well as getting better and getting proficient in reading and math. So hats off to all of our teachers out there who are working in the summer camp program, and our administrators, our bus drivers who are picking the students up, bringing them home, our cafeteria staff who are preparing lunches. We appreciate all the work that's happening behind the scenes to make this a successful summer for our students.
Thank you. If there's nothing else, this meeting is adjourned.